What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Hope everyone is having a great day. And today we're going to be opening up a box of 1988 Topps baseball in celebration, or maybe we're just getting ready for Topps Series 1 coming out on Wednesday, as they're going to be pulling from the 1988 card design. So before we get into it, would ask if you could drop down, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell for notifications, and make sure you slam that like button. So my box here is a little bit worse for wear, but we should be able to get it to stand up, I hope. Yeah, we did. And we got this little topper here. 1988 Grand Slam Repack. Looks like you got all these juice bar, thumb for lollipops, baseball cards, Zooks, soft bazooka fruit, push pop, ring pop, bubble gum balls. So you could have, I guess, bought these repack, and you would have got an official Topps 88 complete set for free. And then there was the front. That's kind of cool. There is gum in here. And we're not going to be chewing the gum, but we might get one piece if we don't get, it doesn't look too bad, but we'll have to take a look at some of the other ones. And so 88. So we're going to get one of these in each pack. Our little propaganda. Goose was there. Cannondale, Jack Clark, All-Star. That's the gum card. There's another one kind of stuck there. Urbeck. Hopefully we won't get a lot of stuck cards here. This first pack's not the best indication. There's Billy Ripken, Bill Buckner, Bill Schroeder. There's the gum. There's our propaganda. Chris James. Fred Manrique. There's Dave Winfield. That's a nice one. Diaz. Donnell Nixon. Phillies leaders. So our typical box setup, 36 packs, and we're getting 15 cards per pack, plus one stick of bubble gum. And we get our little, so let's look at this just real quick. Glossy All-Stars and Hot Perspectives baseball cards. So something you would send in, and you would get that back in return. Mike Jackson, Bob Welch, there's the checklist. Joe Carter, Joe Johnson, James Steels, Charlie Huff, Dave Winfield, All-Star. Sorry, I had a moment there. There's Wade Boggs, Manny Lee, Eric Bell. Yeah, so our Series 1 this year is going to pull from this. They're going to have cards like this design with the little banister right there, flag, whatever you want to call it, banner. I don't know what you want to call that. But they will have, there's Gary Gaetti. They will have some of that look to it, which, you know, is pretty cool. I like that they go back and pay homage to these. There's the Canseco. The junk wax era cards and things like that. I like that they do that. And yes, we are getting stars of the MLB from what I've seen, which I said last year that if we got it, I don't even know if I'm going to collect it, but it looks like it's just a chrome, and I think it's retail only. I don't think it's going to be in the hobbies. So makes me feel a little bit better. I just got tired of seeing it last year. There's 87 record breakers. Eddie Murray. Then you have Murray Belts switch home runs in 2 straight games. There's a turn back the clock. Bobby Bonilla. There's a Nolan Ryan record breakers. Mariano Soto. Rafael Palmeiro. Dick Williams manager. Vince Coleman. Barry Lyons. Gary Ward. Darryl Boston for the White Sox. Oh, that's only one there. Royals leaders. Dave Righetti. Jerry Hairston. Carney Lansford. Felix Furman. So I'm going to assume that most everybody watched the Super Bowl yesterday. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Enjoyed the game. Thought the game was good for the most part. Brewers. And we're getting a few cards are sticking together. George Bell, Mark Williamson, Mahler, Mariners leaders, Gubaza, Pat Clements, Ozzie Guillen, Don Sutton, Gary Rowanike. Get these wrappers out of here and the trash. As we move forward, not the biggest and most exciting set ever, I would say. Not by a long shot, but still fun to collect. Wade Boggs All-Star. There's not really going to be anything in here that's going to go, it's going to make you a millionaire, as I always say. But, if you enjoy old baseball cards and collecting old baseball cards, this is like bread and butter. This set is, to me. The 87 set, I would rank, if I had to rank the tops sets on design that I like, 87 is probably at the top of that list. I think 87 has got the best design with the wood paneling. I like there's Roger Clemens. I like 86 design. I know some people don't like it. I kind of like the black border on top. I think it presents well in the binder as well. Doc Edwards, manager. Jeffrey Leonard. 88's a nice set. 85 I would probably rank 85 above. 85 and 84 I would rank above 88. But those, I don't know if, I don't really consider, I consider 87 the start of the junk wax for tops. I don't really consider 86 to be true junk wax because, it still wasn't produced at the numbers that, these were. Jerry Mumphrey, Steve Crawford, Mike Flanagan. Ozzie Smith All-Star coming up. Tewksbury, Eric Davis, Bobby Witt, Rick Honeycutt. There's the Ozzie Smith. The Wizard, Sparky Anderson, All-Star manager. Let me get these cards out of here. I wish they weren't sticking. Jack Morris, Les Lancaster, Bob Ojeda, Devin White Rookie Cup, Gary Pettis, Rick Manning. Oh, one behind Rick Manning, Tim Laudner. A little frustrating with these right now. Jeff Montgomery, Mitch Webster, Mike Hart, Willie Randolph. Willie Randolph just got the living set treatment this past week, so we'll be seeing him in an upcoming living set video when we do our February one, which will be in another month. The January one, I should have the rest of the January. I've got 3 of the 4. I should have the last one, I would think, this week. And then we can showcase those for January. Remember, those come out each week off Topps.com. Charlie O'Brien, Dick Schofield, Kurt Ford, Kelly Gruber, Tim Conroy, Jerry Russ, Dave Palmer, Johnny Ray. There's a Tim Raines All-Star, Ken Dixon. And speaking of weekly Topps cards, remember, we are in the middle of our Throwback Thursday first giveaway of the year. What you'll need to do is go over to the last Throwback Thursday video and watch the video, leave a comment, like the video, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you get entered into the giveaway, which we're going to be doing on Thursday when we look at the next set. I'll be doing the giveaway for the last set. It had Goldschmidt, Mike Trout, and Bo Jackson in it. So you will be getting those 3 cards, which is pretty cool. And then you get a chance at a short print, Mike Trout. I think there's like 1 in 20 is the odds. I didn't get one in the one that I opened up. So I guess now you have a 1 in 19 pack odds. And you can also find numbered cards in those, which I wasn't aware of at the time. Went back and looked, and you can. There are some that are numbered to 1, 5, and 10, I believe. So there's Bo Jackson, speaking of him. Danny Tartable. So make sure you go check that video out. That will run through. There's Kirby Puckett All-Star. We'll run that through Wednesday night. And then when I go to do the video, we will do the winner. We'll draw the winner. And I will say the one that we've just bought this week, we haven't received it yet because we just bought it. It's still up for grabs on Topps.com. There's a really good chance we're doing a giveaway for that set too. So that'll probably be our second giveaway. So if you missed this one, don't worry, there will be more. There is a checklist. That's the 100-card checklist. Concepcion, LaPointe, and Randy Bush. Yes, there will be more. We will be doing plenty of giveaways throughout the year on those. And may do a few on the living set also, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that. There's Larry Parrish, my uncle. Tony Fernandez, Jeff Reed, Mark Davis, John Moses, Brian Smith, Joel Davis, Gene Larkin. There's Lou Piniella, Floyd Bannister, Jerry Reed, and not that Jerry Reed, not the country singer. And no Larry Parrish. That Larry Parrish really isn't my uncle. I had an uncle named Larry Parrish. So anytime I pull one of those cards, I always say that. There's a Doc All-Star sitting on top. Bobby Thigpen. There's George Brett. John Shelby. There's a record breakers. That would be Mattingly. Upper Decker is 6th Grand Slam of the year. There's another checklist. Bob Walk. Great pitcher name. Great picture, too. Kirk Gibson. Jack Clark. Thurman. Tekulve. And Darrell Evans. Vaughn Hayes, Mark Thurman. There's Tom Glavine. Look at that picture. Look at those teeth. His little pumpkin pie haircut. Pagnozzi. Willie Randolph All-Star. Cardinals leaders. Doug Jones. Jeff Stone. There's Sean Dunston. Dave Henderson. I always liked Sean Dunston growing up. He was one of my favorite Cubs growing up. Sandberg was my favorite, with Dawson being a close second, but I always liked Sean Dunston. And Jerome Walton. Junior Ortiz, Dave Ward, Don Baylor, Jay Tibbs, Mets leaders, Pirates leaders with Bonds there, and Bobby Bonilla. Al Leiter, future stars, Pat Sheridan, Greg Nettles, Howard Johnson, Andy Allenson. There's Don Mattingly, which fits up there on top, and Mike Kingery. Don Mattingly, the Don Mattingly card is on the box. We're a little past halfway through here. See what we can find on these last half. Bo Diaz, Lee Lacy. There's Dale Murphy, who I believe belongs in the Hall of Fame. Mike Krukow. John Wathan, manager. Cecil. Gary Matthews, Dan Petrie, Kevin Mitchell. Braves leaders, Dickie Knowles. There's Big Cat Galarraga, Dave Cohn, Matt Noakes, All-Star, Quisenberry, Thomas, Jeff Musselman, All-Rookie Cup. There's Red Sox leaders. I think there's one stuck to that one. Blyleven, Ross Jones, Terry Leach, Brian Holton, Craig Reynolds. This box has actually been sitting on my shelf for better part of a year, I'd say. So we finally found a good day to open it up. Well, a good week. Rocky Childress, Gene Nelson, B.J. Reynolds, Neil Allen, Glenn Hoffman, Randy Myers, Tracy Jones, Julio Franco, Kurt Stillwell, Ken Gerhardt. There's George Bell, All-Star, and Ron Guidry. Rounds out that pack. I wouldn't say we found like the super pack. I haven't really seen a pack where I've been like, clearly been the best pack out of here. Terry Kennedy, Steve Shields, Greg Harris, Dave Vale, Jim Leland, Balboni. Get that one unstuck. Candelaria. There's Greg Maddox, nice. Keith Miller, O.W. McDowell, Lawless, Tommy Lasorda sitting on the golf cart, and Dave Parker. Reed Nichols. There's Dave Steeb, John Russell, Mike Young, Darryl Strawberry, nice. Sid Fernandez, Padres leaders. Jose De Leon. There's one more stuck to him? No. Don Gordon, Al Perduque, Cup All-Star rookie. I wonder if we're going to get like the team's leaders cards in the new Top Series. I wonder if they're going to continue with that, or we're just going to get, just the player cards for 88. We're going to see some of the like Cubs leaders, Padres leaders, things like that, like they did for this. Darren Dalton, Stanley, Jeff Russell, Keith Miller. There's Dave Winfield, Diaz. There's new Hall of Famer Fred McGriff, Ray Knight, Stan Clark, Tim Raines, and Donnie Hill with the Dahmer glasses. I hate to say it, I think that's probably been Might have been our best pack so far. Tom Henke, Corey Snyder, Scott Bradley, Drew Hall, Steve Lyons. There's the regular Tom Henke. Richard Dotson. Alan Ashby. There's Mike Maddox. Buddy Bell. Reds leaders. Eddie Milner. Willie Hernandez. And Mike Doon. All-Star Rookie Cup. What do we got left here? 4 packs? Nope. 8 packs. I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. Hopefully we're going to have all our boxes on Wednesday so we can do a video and get it uploaded so y'all can see it. Check out the new cards and see if we can find some cool stuff. And hopefully we will find some cool stuff. Because we will be open plenty of Topps 2023 on the channel. So make sure you stay tuned and get ready, because I'm sure it's going to be a barrage across YouTube and TikTok and everywhere. Because it usually is, right? Everyone's excited about the new series, the new year. And then usually by the time, well, last year was a little bit different because Allen and Ginter came out so late. But usually by the time we start seeing Series 2 and Heritage and Allen Ginter and all that, I always kind of feel the excitement for that baseball card season starts to kind of wind down unless Update's going to bring some bangers like it did last year. Cecil Cooper, Billy Bean. Yeah, last year's Update was a very nice set. People are still opening Update on the channels. Jim Gott, Zane Smith, White Sox leaders, Charlie Lindbrandt. These cards down here seem to have a little bit more gum stain on them than the ones that on top. BJ Surhoff, Greg Brock, Steve Buechele. There's the Roger Clemens All-Star. Nice. Mike Maddox again. Sean Dunston again. Phillies leaders, Donnell Nixon, Willie Hernandez, John Franco, Carmelo Martinez. What do we got left here? 4 packs, it looks like. Yeah, before you know it, opening day will be here. Excited for the World Baseball Classic. There's the Hawk. Should be some good stuff. I think Team USA is got a pretty good looking team. Man, I think it's the Dominican Republic though. They look pretty dangerous on paper. But we'll see. Should be good. It'll be fun to see everyone. I think Japan's always got to be somewhat favored in these too. Especially with Shohei. And then Seiya Suzuki too. Don't forget about him. I think he plays for Japan. There's Rhino, speaking of Cubs. Mike Stanley. Bruce Sutter, speaking of Cubs, he was a Cub too. Chili Davis. Oh, just one on that one. Jeff Sellers. Yep, just one. Lance Parrish and Barry Jones. So that starts next month. I'm looking forward to that too. As football is now officially over. Of course, then we'll get the USFL, and I think the XFL's back this year as well. Jamie Moyer, there's athletics leaders. Rob Ducey. A.J. McCarron is actually QBing in the XFL this year, so that's going to be kind of interesting to see. Tom Bolton, Donnie Moore. And our last pack for today. See if we find in our last pack here of Topps 88. Celebration of the new set coming out. Jeff Robinson, Walt Terrell, the DeRozan All-Star. There's our Cubs leaders. Wilkinson, Jody Reed, Jefferson. Not much in this pack. Ozzie Virgil, and we end it with Royals leaders. This looks like George Brett and don't know. Oh, Saberhagen. I couldn't read the jersey. I should have just looked at the. I should have just looked at the number. I was looking at the jersey name instead of the number. So, well, that was fun. We got gum dust and all that good stuff all over here, so be fun to clean up. But that was a lot of fun. So make sure you, like I said during the video, make sure you come back on Wednesday. Hopefully I will have my boxes somewhat in the morning, and then I will try to get that video uploaded. If we're able to get it done, get that video uploaded as soon as possible around lunchtime or maybe just shortly after. And then you can check out the new stuff. I like the design. I think the design looks really good. I like that they're going back to the little head in the corner. There's a lot going on with the card, but at the same time, I think it's very well done. Doesn't have that 2018 with like the cross at an angle or like X'd. It was kind of hard to read and things like that. So it doesn't really have that going on for me, but I do like the look of the card. So, and I think this will be a great set. There's a lot of great rookies in there. You know, obviously last year, Wander Franco was the main get. I think Adley Rutschman is probably going to be the main get this year, and probably the one everyone's going to be trying to get and look out for and things like that. So if you're going to be buying a box or whatever, keep an eye out for him for sure. And there's probably another 10 or 15 rookies you could probably say that about, and then it'll be good to have and keep, because you never know what these guys will do down the road. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Make sure you check back in on Wednesday, and hope you all enjoyed the Super Bowl. Now we're back to work and football's done and all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for stopping by. Be safe.